Hello, hello. Okay, so we are back for part two of the connections and relationships reading that got cut short. And so earlier today, there was only Aries to I believe it's Virgo. It ended just after Virgo, and I don't know what happened, but we're here. We're gonna do Libra to Pisces. So let us get going with our intro message. All right. Hey, everyone. A quick message before we start. Tarot and oracle cards are amazing tools for self-awareness and guidance. In the right hands, it can truly help you understand the story of your life. However, they should only be support in developing your own intuition and discernment. I ask that this tarot session be guided by the divine for your best path and purpose. And if you would like to support the work I do on this channel, you may donate at the link in the description box. Thumbs up on the video, commenting, and subscribing are also appreciated shows of support. Okay, so we're gonna get going. All right. So here we go. We're gonna move into Libra. Okay. Libra, this is gonna be yours. All right, so where are we? Libra, you are at 208. All right. All right, Libra. Let's see what is going on here for you. Can we get two cards for Libra, please? The ankle and the star. Okay, so what is this telling me for Libra? All right, so Libra, there is it feels like there is definitely something that you want to attain. There's like a desire, but there's some kind of heaviness or some like staying in place, like something keeping you. You feel like you could feel like something is keeping you from attaining what's like your ultimate goal in this connection. Let us see more about that. All right, so please give us cards for Libra. We have Four Wheels, Six of Cups, the Magician, Eight of Wheels, Ace of Cups, and 10 of Cups. All right, a lot of Cups energy, Four of Swords. It kind of feels like you are taking some kind of break, Libra, before you determine what it is that you want to have happen here with this situation. It kind of feels here that there's something that you can't really let go with this connection. It's like you two don't want to let go of this connection is what I see, because it's really like soulmate energy. This is your person type of energy. And it's like, can we work on this? So this feels like something that you're in, that you might want to like be putting work in. I don't think that you two want to let this go, because we do have the star, right? That's the thing that we desire. So both of you might desire this, but this is feeling to me like two people that maybe in a relationship or just have had this connection going for a long time, and it feels like it's not that you want to let it go. It's like the middle of, you know how like you have a long relationship and sometimes in the middle things get a little bit heavy. You have to work through things. That's what I'm feeling with yours, Libra. So it does feel like you two don't want to let this go. You want to put work in, and just right now, you might need just like a little bit of a break, a little bit of like that type of like chance to heal, maybe even a little separation from each other. But that totally is, in a way, not to have this go towards an ending, because I really see that you don't want that. This is, can we have a new start with each other? Can we renew things? And it feels like with this Magician and Ten of Cups, it's like manifesting actually more. So almost like if you're in a place where you're separated from somebody, you could take a break and come back at this as like a whole new relationship. Now the other message that comes through is if you are a Libra, that you're literally like saying, I want new here, right? Because there is an Ace of Cups. I want a new thing. Maybe try to find somebody who's your soulmate. It seems like you have that in mind already. I think that you are actually bringing in that actual state of happiness. Like you two are coming together. The family, building things together, just feeling good with each other. Let's clarify. I want to see what this Four of Wheels is about. Three of Wands. Okay, so you're looking at the possibilities. It feels like both of you could be like kind of holding back a little bit, not waiting on the other person, really, is to make the initiative or to create the opportunity. Yeah, you two could really be holding back, not really saying much. But it is that pause that's needed. I want to see what this Ace of Cups is. Two of Swords. Okay, so there's something stopping this. The worry, the anxiety. You know, it could feel like, are we over? Are we, you know, it's like that type of energy. No. Libra, you could be dealing with a fire sign or just somebody who's very assertive. There is like water sign energy here, but I really feel like it's a matter of the love and the attraction, the chemistry. It's strong, right? These are two kings, but we need to work out the worry. Let me just figure out what this is about here. What is the Nine of Swords for Libra? Like three kings, no. All right, so there's something about like you two getting caught in your head. Libra is air sign energy, so you could be also dealing with somebody that's also quite like reserved, cerebral, like withheld a little bit. And it feels like that is becoming a issue in the situation. It's the not expressiveness, because you're saying here that the emotionality, the passion, the chemistry is what's needed or what you want to have happen. But this is the kind of difficult issue between the two of you. Not being able to like fully communicate, to fully express, to fully show each other even in that physical way how things happen. So that could be like the real worry here, or the thing that is an issue for one of you at least. So let us see what your person wants to say. It says the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Soul contract. We do have a third party card. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. Now, I don't know if this is like a third person. It could just be there are other things, right? People getting involved in different parts of their life. There are three people here, to be honest. There are three people, three kings. But only take that if you know that to be true. Like, I never want to say, like, this is for sure what's happening unless it's like so obvious on the board. All right. Let's get your advice. Advice for Libra. Eight of Wands. Look at that. Jumping forward, like two people just like letting go and just going for it. I kind of feel like that's what you want to have happen, Libra. It's like, let's just be spontaneous and go for it. Your person could be up for that as well. And I think that's the answer here for you, because I do see a lot of like, let's reserved energy, holding back energy, even though there is like a connection between the two. All right, so let's look at the signs that we have here. Gemini, Libra, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, and Virgo again, and Pisces. Could be, we have Sagittarius and Aquarius here again, and potentially Capricorn. So quite a few signs. It could be between you and your person, the chart that you have, or you have this kind of energy in certain areas. All right, Libra, that was your message. If you enjoyed that, please do give a thumbs up, and you will be here again for the next reading. All right, so let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, let's prepare for Scorpio. All right, let's prep for Scorpio. Prep for Scorpio. Okay. All right. Let's get 2 cards for Scorpio, please. Ooh, okay. The mice. Time. With clouds. Okay, Scorpio, there's some kind of confusion here. You're not sure what is happening in a situation here. It's like lack of clarity. Maybe it's on your side. Maybe it's in the dynamic with you and this person. They're not necessarily giving you clarity. You're not able to extract clarity from them. This is a person that is on your mind. And you will know who this is, right? Because this is a very like, this is a situation that you feel like things are getting, there's that meme, it's getting worse and worse. It's like that. Things are getting worse and worse as time goes by. But I think that's your like feeling or your projection onto it, is that there's less and less being given as time goes by. But maybe it's like not the right time, right? This is what this card is about. It's not the right time for this. Okay, so let us go. Let's take the cards for Scorpio. Strength, Page of Wheels, Queen of Swords, the Star, Six of Swords, and Five of Wheels. And we have the Nine of Cups here for you. All right, so let me just look at the signs real quick. Sometimes I forget to call them out. So we have like Pisces energy. We do have Aquarius, Leo. We also have like Virgo energy a little bit. We also have Taurus and Libra. Now, you could be dealing with somebody that has these in their chart, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be the energy between you two. So let's get into it. All right, so there is, it's like really like something that you really desire with this person. I think this person is really special to you. But it just feels like it's taking a lot of energy to make this happen in a way. It could be how you're feeling. It's like a new beginning that's possible. It's like, could we have this new beginning? Could we move from where we are now into some kind of new beginning? It really just needs a small, like somebody needs to put like some small amount of effort to just get this moving, right? Because I think what I see is that you're willing, but as time goes by, the opportunity is less and less, right? So it's like, is this gonna take forever? Is kind of what I'm seeing for you. And with the Queen of Swords, Five of Wheels, it's like, I don't know, you could feel like this person is totally not like giving to the situation, and there's some kind of sense of like neglect. This person you could feel shut out by this person, or this could be how they feel as well. So it really feels like this is almost like a dwindling type of energy. I don't know if you feel like you just have had enough of this person. You just had enough of this situation, even though this is definitely something that had like great potential, right? This is a star energy. This is somebody that it was like they had the potential to be like your desire, right? The star is like the thing that we want in life. But as time is going by, it's not adding up, right? We have Nine of Cups, Seven of Wheels. It's almost like what you feel you need is you need. Um, there's that song, "What I Need from You Is Understanding." I don't know why that popped into my head, but like, yeah. So what they feel they need is, or what you feel you need is time together to kind of like an investment in the good times. Really, let's work together to make something happen. Maybe even a little bit of passion mixed in, a little bit of let's feel good about this situation. But I feel like you're not getting to that place with this person. It's like there's not a giving. I think that whoever this is this could be you, right? This is Virgo Libra energy, but it could be you feeling a little bit defensive towards this person, or feeling like you need to hold them to a particular standard, and for whatever reason they're just not showing up right now. So let's see what is this. I want to see what this Queen of Swords is about. You're requiring somebody to be consistent with you. Like you're like, I need you to be consistent. It can't be this like, yes, I know we have passion and I know we have like good times, but it can't just be like pop-up energy. It has to be like, take your time, invest in this, because yeah. Five of Wheels. Okay. All right, we do have that Hierophant there. Page of Cups with the Three of Swords. You know, I feel like in the end, you just feel like this is hurtful. There's something really hurtful with the amount of energy that this person is giving you. And I kind of think this is somebody that you saw long term with, you know, you saw commitment with them, but I don't think you want. It's like with time, you're resolving that. It feels like, okay. So this really feels like somebody that is you felt like we had a good match, we had the potential, but for some reason this person is just not pouring in, even though there's evidence that you two worked in certain ways. So let's see what this person wants to say here. Scorpio. Reunion. Right? Okay, so this is a nice card. We will always come back to each other, but here's the undertone that I'm seeing with this. Remember that we saw that you require consistency, and this person is in a very like small energy, inconsistent type of thing. This person could be really popping back into your life like every now and then. So even though like as a energy this is a nice card, it almost feels like this person is, because they know that like you are their Scorpio, there's that strong energy and attraction between you two. It's almost like you two are, it's a star, right? It's like you two have this great desire for each other or with each other. It's, this person is coming back. And so I want to get advice for you on that, because yes, this is exactly the hot and cold card for me. Somebody who's creating imbalance, somebody who's like watching how things are from the sidelines, that like not really giving in to this like commitment, right? It's, yeah, it's somebody who's just really, I almost feel like this person feels terrified by the thought of commitment. This person feels, I want to say like this is somebody that has that worldview of like feeling manipulated by the idea of commitment. And you know what? Sometimes you have to accept people where they are in a way. Is even though you see more, this is somebody that doesn't have that. They just can't get. They just can't get together to be at that point. At this point in life, this is what this reading is telling me. So it really is like one of those things that Maybe it's just you allow it to run its course, is really how I see this. Maybe it's not the time now with that time card. Yeah. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Let us get your signs here. Aquarius, we did get all of that. Leo, Libra. What is this? Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, okay. So that is what I have. If you like this, do give a thumbs up if it resonated. And yeah, you want to see this again, do give a thumbs up, please. All right, Scorpio, that is what I have. This came out, Two of Wands, as I'm trying to move on from Scorpio. You two are, like, there's tensions that need to be resolved. All right, so let us prepare for what's after Scorpio, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is at 2125. All right, so here we go for Sagittarius. All right, so let us see what we have for Sagittarius. Please give us 2 cards for Sagittarius in their situation. Time. Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Time came out for Scorpio on the other side. All right. Okay, here's the thing with you now, Sagittarius. Here's the thing. There's something there. Well, there's a situation here that you're really hopeful about. It feels like. And it could feel to you like it's the right time. You could feel like it's the right time to have this come around. It's the right time to maybe achieve or act on the desires that you have, because I am seeing that there is a situation that you have lost touch with this person. Maybe there's some confusion, and all of that is how to say, is flooding or blocking. It's standing in the way of what is actually the bond between the two of you, right? Ooh, and there's like the bond with the attraction. You could feel like the lack of clarity between the two of you is actually standing in the way of you moving into like making this connection more concrete via sexual energy, right? So it's like you feel like it's the time now, and let's make this official. But let's did I say official? Let's make moves towards this, is what I'm seeing. Tell us about this, please, for Sagittarius. 6 of Cups. Eight of Wheels, 6 of Cups, King of Wands, 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands, the Sun. Okay, you end on such a really good note. This section here. All right, so let me tell you what's happening. This is your card, Sagittarius. So you could feel like, you know what? Things are balancing. Maybe it's time to move on from where I am now and take some action. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like there's some kind of like call right now. You feel like you waited a little bit of time. Maybe now is the time to take some action. All right. So let's look at the signs. We move on. You could be dealing with Aries. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, more like. And we have Leo here. There is also Scorpio. There is also Taurus energy as well, and Libra. Now, what is going on? Somebody feels like they were blocked. Like what they wanted to have happen was blocked. So this is somebody that had a lot of intentions for this, like the attraction, the fiery part of the relationship. This person feels like they're blocked from it. And now this feels like it could be you. Could be you, Sagittarius. Um, it feels like there's now a need to like let's work this out. Somebody is saying like it's time. Let's work this out. Now, the reason for that is that this is somebody that you're identifying as they make me feel really happy. They are my person. I feel comfortable with them. Like, why not? Like, this is such hope. Like, I'm so hopeful about this situation, is what I'm seeing. Now, this could be your person as well, but I kind of feel like you're just like, it's time. Like, I was blocked before with this situation. I'm going to look at that, why we were blocked. But it's like, let's work this out. Let's figure out how we can move this forward. And I think you're feeling really motivated to like advocate for that. So, what is this Two of Swords? Yeah, okay. So, two twos. This is a real kind of energy of like partnering. So it feels like a connection that wants to come together. You could feel to you like, yes, this is my person. I want this to come together. I'm feeling like I would support this. I'm able to be stable in commitment with them. But it's like maybe before, okay, I'm seeing this before Sagittarius, either you or your person were closed off to actually going into a relationship because of whatever reason. Maybe you're just feeling like it's not the right time. It's not the right time for us. And you were very like confident about this. Confident. You were more like centered on like what you wanted to achieve in the world. Let me get that King of Wands. It feels like you were trying to sort out some other things that you were unhappy with. And you also were unhappy that somebody was unhappy here that they were blocked in this situation. So it's not like this is one of those situations that's difficult and it can't come together, but it's one of those that you two really always felt that attraction. I see it's all here, but maybe then wasn't the right time. No, it feels like somebody is saying now's the right time. And I'm going to take that on my head to like put this and make this go forward. So Sagittarius, this is either coming in for you, or for some reason I feel like this is your reading. I think like you're making this happen in a way because it's very Sagittarius energy. Like I see what I would like to have happen. I'm going to make this happen and I'm going to follow my passion towards this. Let's see the Seven of Wands. Okay. So you could feel like you don't know if you just leave this as it is, if you two will come together. So there's really a sense like, no, I'm gonna take this into my own hands and just like act on this. But there is the Judgment card, which is revival. This is a refreshed outlook perspective on this situation between the two of you. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Virgo as well. And in the end here, we do have just like you make me happy. You make me feel like you're my person and that makes me happy and that's just it. It's a very nice like reading. It's somebody who's very decisive. This is what I want. I'm gonna act on it. Let us see what your person is saying here. Now I know in the last reading that I did, your person was actually quite resolved not to go ahead with this, even there were feelings. But okay, this person is like the energy is progressing, or this is another connection that's coming through. It's saying that I want to be a part, I want you to be a part of my future. So this person is like knowing that um, they do feel like you have a place with them, and however, this feels like the residual from what we saw last week, which is stress from this is draining me. So it's somebody that is okay. It's somebody working through their feelings about the issue. You could be dealing with like a run type energy, which is somebody that like avoids the connection. And you know that could be like, that's the stressful part, right? That's where you felt like blocked here. But it's this person's actually having like feelings of, okay, maybe it's stabilizing. Maybe I could work on this. Maybe I think the main thing they're saying is I actually want you to be a part of my life now, which that's such a progress from last week. Um, Let us get advice for you here. 10 of Wheels, Sagittarius. 10 of Wheels. All right. So I kind of feel like feelings were a little bit hidden here, but it's also like strategy going towards this person, right? This could be your person, the Queen of Cups, somebody that you feel is your, they're receptive to you. So it's like, it feels like you're kind of forming some kind of idea. How do I get towards this person? Because I see that you've made up your mind and that's what you want. You know, the thing that always is intriguing about your reading, Sagittarius, is that you do come out as like very like carefree. I'm just gonna act on what I want. It sometimes it can be read as like flippant but you actually are going towards things that you want to like be anchored in. And so that's always interesting. So sometimes there's like a bad rap in a way. And maybe that, I'm wondering if that has something to do with how your person was reading things before. Because it feels like you said, you know what, it's time now. It's time to go for what I want. You're very convinced right now. And this is you taking that action towards it. Yeah, it feels like you two could be building something slowly over time or quite soon, actually. The signs. No, we have Virgo, we have Pisces, Cancer, Aries, or Leo. We have Libra. We have we had Leo already. Leo again. Scorpio. And Aquarius energy. Now that could be for your person, or you could be in your chart, or their chart, or it could just be the energy between you. All right, Sagittarius. So this was your reading. Let us prepare for Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, you are at 3320. Okay, okay. All right, so Capricorn, your readings have been very memorable in the last like 3 readings that I've done. All right, so let's see for Capricorn, what is going on here? Cross with the garden, and we have the dice in hidden. All right, yeah, okay, Capricorn. Now, what I'm seeing is that you're feeling like there's some kind of difficulty in connecting to somebody, this person, right? Maybe in trying to like get them to socialize or to like have this kind of social like dating type of situation happen. But for whatever reason, we're going to see more about that here in the tarot, but it's like you feeling like you want to take a gamble. Like, let's risk it. You know, let's try this, because this person comes up as a star, right? Somebody that you really desire to have more with, and you really do want to talk to them, right? You do really want to talk to them. And it feels like you're trying to figure out how to do that. How do I get to this stage. And that could be the cross issue. But let's see more. We have Three of Swords with Five of Wheels, Strength, Knight of Wheels, the High Priestess, the Devil. Okay, that's your energy. Okay, which is good to see. Eight of Swords, right? So that's what I'm saying, is that you feel like you could be at some kind of break or on some kind of separation from somebody that you're very interested in. This person could be a little bit more like distant, you know, like it's like they're not taking actions towards it. You kind of feel like they are not like pouring into the connect, they're not in that mode, but that doesn't indicate how they feel. It feels like there's been this has been a long time coming. You've almost like somebody you connected with maybe a while back. So not like yesterday, but it feels like this is somebody that you've been really working through your feelings in relation to them. I kind of feel this is like a past relationship or a past connection where it didn't work out, but it's like you, I almost feel like this person has remained on your mind in a way, Capricorn, or vice versa, you for your person. Now, it feels like in the time between when this kind of split up, you two have not really been like, it's not like you've been like on friendly speaking terms every day, and also people pouring into it, right? Because we did see with your person that there's a little bit of a wall up. Now, let us see here. I kind of think that this, because this is your card here, it almost feels like you saying like, you know what, I'm gonna have to like put my thinking cap on. I'm gonna have to be brave and like take the actions towards this person. So it's that gamble, right? That you're saying like, maybe it's like I'm gonna try, um shoot my shot type of energy here. Okay, so let's see. Let me clarify something. What is this Three of Swords about? What was that? Did you two have some kind of argument about like plans that were being made? There's something here that you feel like did really hurt you. What is the Five of Wheels here? Yeah, you're feeling like there's the, like it's lost the kind of like play. Your person has like their wall up, right? Why is their wall up? Why is your person's wall up, first of all? Three of Wands. It's okay. You know what? I feel like your person's like in their head a lot. You could be dealing with like a Gemini, Virgo type, where they're like they they get very anxious about like waiting, just like waiting. And it feels like that was what was needed here, is like there needed to be some kind of like patience or waiting on the possibility or seeing the potential of the connection. So this, your person's not telling me that they don't have feelings. It feels that they're anxious, well, about what will actually happen. Yeah, this person's like really worried about the start with you. So it's almost like anxiety about how this start happens, rather than, it's not I don't have feelings, it's I'm so like just anxious. I'm overthinking is what it is, and that led to maybe some tensions between the two of you, and then thus the kind of split, it feels like. Let's see this Devil energy here. Yes, I feel, Capricorn, that you are really interested in this new start. I haven't done this for the others, but okay, your person, this is, I felt like you needed it, is your person's also manifesting you, you know, whether you realize it or not. Even though they show up in that Queen of Swords energy, like, I have boundaries up, but it's kind of like they still kind of want that to happen. King of Cups, right? This person has a lot of love in their heart for you. Maybe they're not telling you, but yeah, definitely not telling you so much, but they are feeling it. And so it's almost like they would like it to happen, but they're not taking any like major actions. And so that's probably where you're like filling in and saying, let me take a risk here. So let's see what your person has to say. Unfinished business, we still have things to resolve and discuss. And here's the holding back card. I should have expressed myself better. So there is like a lot that you two would have to like sit and talk about, but your person's also saying that they don't feel like it's over. So if you are thinking about that gamble, like should I approach them? Yeah, I think go for it. All right, your advice is the Emperor, and that flew out like so far. The Emperor is somebody that stands on business. The Emperor is somebody that is going to do what they need to do and achieve what they need to achieve. So I think that's the approach here. Eight of Wands, this is like the go for it card. And this is like new start, because the potential here is your Ten of Cups, right? So it's almost like if you feel like this is somebody that you could really have that with, and I sense that this person still has feelings. It's just that they overthought there's something about like the waiting period or distance or something like that between the two of you that wasn't fully like, I don't know, they weren't able to feel calm about it. Um, yeah. So I think it's time for you, Capricorn, to like embrace what you want to do with this. I think the potential is there. That's what I'm seeing for you here. All right, so let us get the signs again. Gemini, you Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Virgo. I think we said Leo, but Leo again, and Libra, Sagittarius energy. All right, so we're gonna move on now to, I believe it's Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius. All right, so let's prep for Aquarius. For Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you're going to start at 4239. Okay. All right, so let us see our two cards for Aquarius. Please give us two cards for Aquarius. House, Clover. All right. All right, this seems like nice energy, Aquarius. Now, let's look at these two cards. The house is a sense of comfort and also like luck with that. So it's like, can I have, it's like figuring out how to have a situation between the two of you where you can actually be optimistic and feel like comfortable again with each other. I don't know if it's again, but it's like feeling comfortable with each other, right? It's the sun energy, optimism. What is the solution? What is the solution to get to having something long term between the two of you is what I am seeing. But it's very, very positive, very hopeful, and light filled type of energy, which I think is always good. Okay. Please give us some more cards for Aquarius. The sun, you got the sun twice. That's amazing. If that is not a sign of like positive vibes. Knight of Wands. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That was so clearly in reverse that I'm not gonna flip it over. Death. Seven of Cups and the Hangman. Okay, so let's look at this. Now you could be dealing with, there's a lot of fire energy, Leo. You could also be dealing with Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with Scorpio and Virgo and Pisces as well. So that's the energy here. Now, let's see. I feel like Aquarius, you're saying that this person is somebody that really like lights you up. You have positive energy with them, the sun twice when it comes to this person, right? And you're saying that you don't want to change that. You don't want to change that. Let me just shift this. I don't like the glare that's coming off of that. Okay. You don't want to shift. You two have some kind of like big type of, I could understand like when you meet this person, when you are together, you two just feel so like light, positive, almost like you're generating energy between the two of you, right? Because the sun twice. And I think that is telling me like you don't want to change that. They don't want to change that. But there's something that happened here in the middle of your reading here where, and that could literally be in time. So maybe a few months back, a year back, something like that. You two were like charging towards this relationship or connection, feeling good about it. There's a lot of like energy, chemistry behind this. But for some reason, which I'm going to look at more, this kind of this changed. It's like this connection went through a transition period. Maybe it's going through the transition of being more, going from this kind of like passionate, fire driven energy, things being maybe a little bit inconsistent, but also like very like high energy between the two of you, and something shifted. No, we have the you could, this could have left you really thinking in your head like what happened, right? That's the Seven of Cups. What happened here between us? I'm a little bit confused type of energy. Maybe one of you, is what I'm seeing, like went into this isolation period, and it's like the other person's like, what happened? Like, why is this happening type of energy? And almost like wishing for things to go back to the way they were, or like dreaming for this energy between you and this person. But we do have the Hangman and the Empress. All right, so there is like nothing really progressing towards this person that I see, that you really value them. You really do like love, care, and appreciate them so much. And that could be them for you as well. But for some reason, this had to like, it feels like there had to be a break, right? There had to be some kind of pause because something became too stressful for you to. It could be to do with like the reciprocation energy. Maybe somebody felt like the a reciprocation between a very serious connection is just not maybe happening or sustaining, or it's not going in the way that one of you at least thought. Because we do see it here, right? Somebody is really like excited about this connection, but then we have that like holding that happens, a pause. What is this about? Yeah, it feels like at some point somebody stopped like expressing how they felt, stopped offering kind of care or love in a particular way. And when I look at this, it feels like one of you could be more fiery, one of you could be more like water sign energy based, and these two are going at different directions. So it makes me think that maybe what you were putting out was different from what they were putting out, and it just wasn't a match. If you do this enough, it could feel like it's thinking about like needs, like your needs aren't being met type of energy, and their needs aren't being met, or just seeing not seeing fully eye to eye. There are some regrets here, right? But I think we're sitting in that energy of like trying to understand what went wrong here. Um, but that being said, that is where I leave you off with like the somebody really looking at this connection, somebody really trying to understand. And there is a lot of self reflection. So, this could be a type of connection that is like strong energy, almost like with the sun twice. It's like spiritual energy between you two, strong spiritual connection. And of course, with the Knight of Wands, like emotional connection, emotional offers, but also like attraction to each other, right? So wanting to come together, but it's like wanting to understand what happened here. Because this person was like your safe space is what I'm seeing with the house, and it's like feeling like I wonder if we could have that again type of energy. Let's see what your person wants to say. Okay. All right. Yeah. This person is saying, I wish you understood how I feel. So there is a disagreement. Like I was saying, like there's a mismatch between you two. Like you're going at it in one way, they're going, and it's not that there's no love. It's not that there's no energy between you two. You two are connected, but it feels like there's a kind of lack of seeing the other person's way of perceiving, experiencing the relationship. Now, this person misses you. I think you miss them too. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Yeah, I think you do feel that, Aquarius. But let us see. What was this? What's this disagreement? I'm just going to pull this because I'm curious for you. And I think you actually need that information. What is this about? Page of Cups, right? It's the kind of sensitivity to each other. It feels like wasn't wasn't fully there. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? All right. So there's a kind of, this is Aquarius. This is you. I think this is almost like maybe the scrutiny or the removal or the boundary, that's the word. It's a boundary between you two, that maybe it's a boundary to this type of like small acts of kindness and care is what I'm seeing. So maybe your person is like more watery, like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, where those types of things really like make the relationship in a way. um and maybe for you it's like you don't see that as the big thing, or as big a thing as maybe they're making it out to be. Okay, so let's get advice for you. Justice, Ace of Wheels. All right, so for you to have a new start, there has to be a sense of like both of you feeling confident first of all. um I kind of think that there is a little bit of maybe insecurity, somebody here not feeling as good about themselves as they could have. But it feels like there needs to be a balance when you two start again, because I am seeing that you do want to start again. I do see that there's deep attraction between the two of you, but it really needs to be fair to both people, this new start. So you are getting what you need, but you're also understanding what they need, and they are also doing the same as well. And I think that's where you can work this out. But like, this is such a strong thing. Two suns, two very big energies between you two, strong spiritual connection. Um, that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Now let's get your signs again. So Libra, Pisces, Scorpio, This person could, as I said, could have a lot of water in their chart. You could have a lot of fire. Leo and Sagittarius, Libra, Virgo type of energy. Yes. All right, so we're going to prep for Pisces. If you found something that resonated so far, do give a thumbs up. It does help other people to find the video and also for me to know what you like. All right. All right, let's prep for Pisces. All right. Now, thanks for coming back because this reading was split in two. So I want to thank y'all for coming back and watching. All right, so Pisces is now at 5609. Time codes will be up at the end of the reading. All right. So let us look at Pisces. And this could be if you have Pisces in your chart in the top 4, rising, sun, Venus, moon. All right. 2 cards for Pisces, please. The heart card. The dog card. Okay. Okay. Pisces, you might have one of the least complicated readings so far. It's just like automatically, it's very sweet energy. There's somebody that you have a lot of comfort around. Like you feel quite stable around this person. You just have a comfort zone with them, right? It could be a masculine. So it could be somebody, this person you're thinking of could be masculine, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be the energy that you perceive them in. It kind of feels like let's go for it type of energy. Let me go for it. Now with the heart and the dog, this is a bond that you have with somebody that is actually really strong. I think there's a lot of love and care and also loyalty between you and this person. Almost like a best friend or like a very good friend that let's look at the tarot and see more what is happening here. But this is what it's about for you, Pisces. It's somebody that you care about. You know this person, right? Let's see the world. Okay, the world is in not reverse, but it's like sideways, very clearly. The lovers. The Empress. 4 of Swords. Okay. I think there's like a real shadow. Okay, Page of Wheels. No, Pisces. All right. This is like a small start to success with this person. There's been something between you two, like there's been a past where there's been like regrets and sadness, and maybe you two really didn't do anything about that for a while, but I kind of feel like it's rolling around where there's like a need to do something, or at least the feelings are coming up to the surface. Now we have the world there. So this is somebody that doesn't want to close out a cycle. We haven't had success, but because I don't want to close out a cycle with you, let's try again type of energy. I want to try again. I want to keep trying, is what I'm seeing. Even though the road has been difficult between us, like let's keep trying because I don't want to close this. Now I don't know if this is your person or you feeling that. So it feels like you kind of hung on or like stayed in this kind of stuck position, but you are holding on to this bond that you have between you and this person. Now we have the Chariot and the Empress, so things get moving in a big way towards, if you're the Empress, towards you. But also, the other thing I'm seeing is that you are feeling like you are like leveling up in so many ways. Like your self esteem is like increasing and improving. And you just want to like, this is like big confidence energy. I'm moving forward in a particular way. With the lovers here and the four of swords, it feels like you're making some kind of choice to maybe just take a break from this. So I don't see this as an ending. I see this as, I'm sure when I pull the cards, the message cards, you're gonna get like soulmate, soul tie, soul something type of energy, because I do see that this is like a strong connection, right? You two are, as I said, it's like best friends into lovers type of thing. My lover who is my friend, like you're that type of energy with each other. And with the lovers here, it's like you could feel like maybe, I wonder if also like this person made a choice. Somebody made a choice to move on to another connection. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to sit this one out type of energy. I still have a lot of love, but I don't see any animosity here, actually, Pisces. I don't feel like you have that animosity. I just think you feel like, okay, a choice was made, is one story that's coming through. So I'm going to just sit this one out. Um, Also, the other story is you may be saying that because we're in this state of things not progressing, we keep trying, but also like I need to maybe just focus on myself, like making myself feel abundant, good in life. So a choice is made, and okay, we're gonna just sit this one out. No, so let's see what this Four of Swords is about. Queen of Swords. So you could be like making some kind of like sharp decision here. All right, I'm gonna sit this out. There is a Queen of Wands and a Two of Wands. Now, sometimes, only take this if it resonates, but sometimes the Queen of Wands is another person, and it could feel like you're saying, okay, I'm gonna make a decision here. Um, Even though we have intentions, there is something that is closed off here. And so you're saying, I am valuing myself. I'm prioritizing myself in this situation. What's this Nine of Wands? This is your energy, Pisces. So I kind of feel like you have been really trying with this person. Like you've been dedicated. You've been giving your energy to them. Yeah, this is like, I think you're saying that things haven't been changing and you're ready for it. You're ready to transform this. So either we're going to go towards that by you want things to change. You want the story of this connection to change, right? You would like it to be a successful situation. Um let's see. I think you want to explore your options is what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, I would like to explore my options. I would like a happy life. I would like to move on. I even like to be explore my sexuality. I'd like to do all these things and change this energy of like pouring love into something that is not moving. But one of the nice things I see here, and it's very Piscean energy, is like you don't really feel sometimes you get like lots of like the difficult cards in a situation like this. You feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna put the energy on myself. I'd like us to move forward, but I'm gonna put the energy on myself right now. I still have a lot of love and feelings for you. Um, but maybe right now we're gonna just like hold some boundaries with this. Yeah. What's this lovers? I think somebody really like, I think you're really contemplating like whether this person is like, even though there is like the baseline of love and care, like, is this person, you're really thinking about the choice that you want to make right now. Yeah. Um, Now let us see what this person wants to say to you. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care, and we're both hurting from this. Okay, so for some reason, I think what I was picking up was really true. It's like this person, for some reason, didn't feel like there was like either attention, or I want to know why. Why did you feel, mm, this person's feeling like you somehow didn't want to explore a relationship with them. So therefore, or there was an opportunity that they offered, and this person felt like you didn't maybe take that up or snatch it up in a way. And so they're reading that as, I don't feel like you care. And so it feels like what this person did is either kept things on hold, made some other choice, which now you're like, you actually cared so much. So there's like such a discrepancy between you and this person. Damage. We're both hurting from this. Okay, I need to find like advice for you here, because this started off in a different way. I really thought that this was going towards, okay, there's a love connection that is coming in, and it's going to be steady and stable, maybe, but you two have to kind of figure out how to talk through or communicate. It feels like this wasn't communicated. This person didn't communicate that they're going to make another choice because I felt like you didn't care about me. Why didn't they communicate? This person's like pride. They're prideful, or kind of this is a very determined, strong-willed type of person. Maybe they felt like things should go a certain way and it wasn't going that way. All right, so advice for you, Pisces. All right, so there is something here that you're needing to, this path that you're on with like the Empress path, you're needing to like hold to that and push forward that way, right? You need to actually focus on this Empress energy path that you're on, because I almost feel like maybe this connection started to become a little bit codependent, where we're not seeing the cup fully and seizing it for what it offers. Okay. I think you have your advice. I think if you've decided to take a break from this, like always being there to support this person, being in this bond, and yet they choose somebody, then somebody else is what I'm saying, then, you know, you are going to need to like maybe take your energy where you're strong for yourself, you're protective of yourself, and you're advocating for yourself in this situation. All right, Pisces, so this is what I have. Let's look at the signs that are here. We have Leo, we have Pisces, that's you. We have Scorpio. We have Pisces again. So you could be dealing with another Pisces. Taurus, Libra, Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Scorpio. Aries, Libra and Virgo, and Gemini as well. Capricorn as well. Yeah, so this could be the energy of you or your person. Now, if you enjoyed this, you've been listening so far and you feel like it resonates, please do give a thumbs up. I love the support that it shows for the channel and for me. And I should be saying let's prepare for the next person, but yeah, okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to. Now we're doing the outro. Okay, let me time the outro. Okay, 1:10:08. All right, so if you feel like if you feel like, what am I saying? I think that it's late night. I think that I'm gonna split the readings up because I find it quite hard to power through 12. Props to readers that can do that. So I'm gonna split the readings up. I think I'm exploring that. I'm gonna keep trying to build my stamina. Maybe I need to make the reading shorter. Yeah. But thank you for staying. Thank you for supporting the work that I'm doing here, even popping by and giving you a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I will see you on the next one. I know that you guys like the all signs. I can see that in the numbers that the all signs are popular. So I think I'm gonna have to like figure out how to make the next thing all signs. So there'll be another reading this week. So that's what I have for you. Take care until we meet the next time. All the best.